What if your network security is wide open right now? Standard ACLs only filter by source IP, but extended ACLs give you surgical precision to control traffic by protocol, port, and destination. Problem is, one wrong rule can accidentally block critical services. In this video, I'll show you the exact step-by-step method to configure extended ACLs safely, including the common mistake that leaves 90% of networks vulnerable. Let's dive in before you get hacked. Extended ACL configuration. We're going to look at the different commands for configuring standard ACL and extended ACL, both in digital and named format. For a standard ACL in numerical format, we will use the access list command to enter our ACLs one by one. In the example, we choose access list 1 and declare 3 lines to it. The first allows the entire 192.168.1.0 network with a mask in /24, IETE, from 1.0 to 1.255. The second refuses the entire network from 1.0 to 3.2555. And the last one allows everything else. Basically, this means that the entire 192.168.0./22 network is blocked, except for the 192.168.1.0/24. If it hadn't had the third ACL, then the rest of the traffic would have been blocked by the default rule, deny any. For a named ACL, the principle is the same, except that we name the ACL with the command IP access list standard. Here, it will be called mon-ACL. You'll notice that we're no longer in config mode, but in the mode of our ACL. Then, all that's left to do is insert our ACLs into it. The show access lists command allows us to check our ACLs. You can clearly see our digital ACL in number 1 and the one called mon-ACL. Each ACL carries an identifier that increments to 10. This is simply to be able to add other ACLs in between, because an access list is read from top to bottom. Now, let's move on to the extended ACL. An extended ACL in a format that is a little more complex than a standard ACL. In the field action can only be permit or deny. The protocol field allows you to specify a protocol that you would like to allow or prohibit, and the fields of the source, IP or destinations, have either the address plus the mask or the host, followed by its IP. In the latter, only one IP will be targeted, or with the word any, which means any source or destination. Now here's an example of how to configure an extended numeric named ACL. The principle remains the same. In this example, our first ACL allows TCP traffic on port 80 from all sources to host 192.168.1.2, which is probably a web server. And the second ACL allows the network, which runs from 192.168.0.0 to 255, to send ICMP requests to host 192.168.1.2, for example, to ping. Everything else will be denied with the deny any rule by default. To check extended ACLs, the command is the same as for a standard ACL. Show access lists. Now that we've created our ACLs, we need to apply it to an interface, either out or is as an input. Standard ACLs should be applied as close as possible to the destination due to their low accuracy. And extended ACLs should be applied as close as possible to the source to prevent the router from routing unnecessary data, which will be deleted anyway. The IP access group command allows you to apply an ACL to an interface. Here, we choose to apply ACL indegirable 1 on the 00 interface in the input and the extended ACL number 100 on the 01 interface in the output. If we run a show IP interface on the 00, we can see that ACL 1 is applied as input and 100 is applied as output. If you want to disable an ACL on an interface, simply delete it with a no in front of the command. It is also possible to apply an ACL directly to virtual lines with the access class command to allow an administrator to connect to a router. In this case, the ACL will be applied as input. Now, let's see how to edit an ACL. We have our ACL 1, which allows the 192.168 1.0 network. We would like it to be the 2.0 network. In this case, we first remove the ACL with the sequence number 10 and add our rule with the sequence number 15. If we do a show access lists again, we can see that the change has been taken into account. And finally, if you want to delete a named ACL, you will use the no access list command with the type of ACL and the name it bears. And for a numbered ACL, it will be no access list plus the number of the access list.